Thank you. You're already here. Rhonda and Catherine. Oh my word. You both know what happened. You both know what happened this weekend. She's gone. She left yesterday. I'm already sad. Hi, Debbie. Oh my gosh. Okay. And Noelle. So am I on a high or am I on a low? Because she left, but she was here. So RJ came to visit this weekend and I was gonna say, well, I'll just say surprised the heck out of me and Rich. And so since this is an update on my sugar progress or experiment, I want to say it was extremely my first test on eating making good choices, I'll say, while RJ was in town visiting. She wanted all of her favorite foods. We made one of her favorite recipes, which thank goodness is super healthy. And I got on the scale this morning and I didn't gain and I didn't lose. So I say that's a win. I say that's a win because I made some I it was a good balance because I want to succeed on this, new lifestyle, if you will. So the kids bought like a thing from Trader Joe's of chocolate covered cherries. And oh yeah. Oh, and Judith is here too. Hi, Judith. And I love those chocolate covered cherries. I love dark chocolate. So I had one. I had one of those cherries out of the whole bucket. That is a huge win for me. I got to taste it. I'm like, yeah, that tastes good. And that was it. And let's see, what else? I chose water over, you know, sugary drinks, which we didn't really have sugary drinks. I did have wine over the course of the days she was here. We would play games and have wine. And when she arrived, we had all had a glass of champagne because that's what we do when we're here. We celebrate. And so I did it. I'm not going to not do those things because I'm I'm not having sugar. I'm going to enjoy life but not overdo it. And so far, I mean, it's easy to say. I'm 27 days in. I can still be strong. But I'm, for the most part, proud of myself. And we had such a good time. We went thrifting, we went to antique malls, we played games, we had meals together, we had lots of company over, in and out of the house. It was a lot. My social battery is like this right now. And I'm not going to yoga because I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to take today and just relax and just come back. So, oh my goodness, I haven't seen you forever, Lisa. Wow, welcome. Oh my goodness. Cherry is a fruit. It is a fruit. I like that. Yeah, I like the way you're thinking. And maybe that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, it's just a dried cherry. How is that going to hurt me? So, let's see, what else did I do? Oh, everyone's saying hello. Again, most of my favorite people are right here cheering me on and just supporting me being here. I have to keep going with this project. And today, um, great to see you too. Today, I am going to record for Wednesday, wonderful, weird, wacky Wednesday video. And I have something right here, so we'll just show you. I'm going to be sharing my Holly Hobby collection on Wednesday, but of course, I'm going to interweave moments with Abby because she's always up for being in the videos, and it was like old times. So you sound so positive and motivated. I am. My life has changed, Lisa. I don't know if you have been following since January 1st because I haven't seen you in a while. I cut refined sugar out of my diet. And since then, I've lost just over 8 pounds in 27 days. And I don't have acid reflux anymore. My joints are not stiff, or I don't know what you call that. Like I can walk down the stairs when I get up in the morning, just walk down instead of taking it super easy. And I'm like blown away that we can make good choices with our food, which is I do believe food heals. Um, I've been enjoying my hot water and chia every morning with Chewy. She's called Chewy or Stella because she looks like Chewbacca. So everyone else in this house calls her Chewbacca. I'm pretty much the only one that calls her Stella because she does seem like a princess. And I feel like Stella suits that. But mostly everyone calls her Chewy. So we like to say I sat with Chewy. I had my chia seeds on my cheetah chair. That's what we came to the conclusion of. And I'm enjoying incorporating those hot water lemon chia seeds in the morning. I feel like it's already become a habit. And again, it's only 27 days, but you know what made it better and easier for me to form this habit is because I get to sit with my cat in the morning. Oh, that's another C word, cat. So, sugar is the best thing to cut out as much as possible. I do that as well. You look like a glowing, radiant sun, so that makes sense. And Dawn is here. Dawn, I can't remember. I think you know that I did get my vitamin B. I already had it this morning, first thing. I had my water by my bed, and I took my vitamin B. And also, Maureen, who is not on here, and I don't know if you know this, Dawn, because you're very well versed, that I was saying I'm taking my vitamin D in the evening, as you suggested, Dawn, with my Calm Magnesium. And she suggested I take a vitamin K. Oh, Karen is here. A vitamin K along with the vitamin D in the evening because I think she said it sort of activates. The funny thing is, this is going to sound so crazy. I've never heard of vitamin K. So I need to get it. And I'm sure there's better quality of vitamins to get. But at this current moment, because I'm a Trader Joe's fanatic, I buy all my vitamins there. But I'm sure as time goes along, I will learn more about vitamins and where to get them and if there's better qualities of vitamins. Are you vitamin deficient? I have no idea if I am or not, Judith. Yes, vitamin K2 with D. That's what Catherine is saying. And Dawn is confirming it. All I know, okay, I'm going to get my physical scheduled for the spring. Last year, I did it right after the holidays. It was like beginning of January. And my A1C was getting borderline because, well, last December, I had a tiny jar of jelly, or maybe it's jelly. It's what it's called. I think I want to call it something different, but every single day, that was my Advent. And I would eat the whole little tiny jar, plus all the candies and cookies that were coming in. And then I went and got my A1C done, and it was borderline. So I don't want to believe that I want to just wait till spring this time. And that is going to be a good test. And true reality is if I'm not doing the refined sugar from January to spring, we'll see what my blood work says. But I haven't ever been told I'm vitamin deficient. I just think that at this age in our lives, or in my life, it's a good idea to start taking more supplements and vitamins instead of taking, I don't want to, prescription drugs. I don't want to be on high cholesterol pills. I don't want to be on metformin if I'm possibly diabetic. I don't want to do those things. So I rather take the supplements and the vitamins and use the food as, like medicine, as opposed to using medicine as medicine. That is my goal. So far, it's only been this 27 days. I've seen nothing but good results, which also makes me want to keep going. I said this was a 31-day experiment. However, I did that. We have a huge problem with mosquitoes, and I just saw one. So anyway, what did I just got myself off track? But I did it as an experiment because I have to make things fun to make them work. I've realized that about myself. I'm all or nothing. And if I were to have messed up, I could have quit. But if it's an experiment, it's more like, let me see what could happen if I do this. What if I incorporate this? And let me pay attention to the results. And that's what I've been doing. So, Catherine, me too, Tracy. I don't want to be on medications. That is good. Noelle is saying, I am sure we all are vitamin deficient due to the quality of our food these days. That I think couldn't be more true. I've also been told that we all lack vitamin D. I don't know if I'm being dramatic there, but that we could all use vitamin D. And I do try to go sit out in the sun every now and then, just sit there. Maybe, sit in the grass or whatever, but it's not enough. I don't think it's enough vitamin D to just go sit out in the sun. I do feel kind of tired today because I think I just did so much with RJ this weekend and the boys, and we were together as a big family, which felt so good, like all of them together here in our home again, and it just felt right. And they had this scheduled like in December, right after Christmas. RJ made this plan and didn't tell me or Rich, but her brothers knew, and they had a sibling tattoo that they all got while she was here. It was our last name, West, and it was in my handwriting. So they went and all got their West on their bodies. And I think this is my new friend. Good morning. Just popped up and thought I'd hop on. It is Rachel. That's how you say it, right? Because I'm so bad with names. Could it be Rochelle or Rachel? I don't know. Just met another Southern California YouTuber here, and seems to be our type of people. So I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. How cool that you had everyone home for the weekend. I know it felt and we love to play games. So we played a ton of games and we get very competitive. I don't know if any of you on here watch Survivor, but we are Survivor fanatics. And since Abby, aka RJ, was tiny, tiny, she was eating at her tiny little kid table. We do tacos. It used to be on Thursday nights. I think it's Wednesdays now. Thursday nights, we would make tacos every Thursday and have tacos and watch Survivor. And she is obsessed at Rachel. Thank you so much. Thank you for the phonetics. Rachel, how beautiful. That is a beautiful name. Okay, so we would watch back to Survivor. Survivor. Abby has dreams of going on Survivor with her dad. It's the 50th anniversary is coming out maybe this month, maybe any day, or February. It's coming any day. And anyway, so Crystal, our other Crystal, we have two Crystals in our lives. And so Crystal Sparkle brought us, and there's another Crystal Sparkle out here in the YouTube world, so it's so crazy, but Sparkle brought us the Survivor game for Christmas. So we played it on New Year's Eve and got super competitive, and we even set up video, and we do, when you go and vote and you say why you're voting or why you're not voting. So we had those confessionals going on, and it was like me and Abby were beefing it. Who won? Who do you think won? Who do you think won the whole game? I did. I don't know how. We all thought RJ was going to win, but it came down to I was the tribal council leader. So then I got to decide. It was a tie between her. So I should have, I'm her mother. For goodness sake, I should have said, "You're the winner, Abby." But no, I made myself the winner. That's how we roll around here. So what are you saying? Oh, wait. Heather, I'm looking forward to Survivor 50. Yes, a fan in the house. Later in February. Okay, I just keep wondering, like, when is it coming on? So, anyway, I didn't do my live yesterday, needless to say, because it was her last day here. We went to an antique mall. She wanted to get her eyebrows threaded. We had coffee in the coach, and we just sort of like everyone else went to work and did their regular stuff. And it was sort of like old times where me and RJ did our thing. And we ended up going to In and Out. That's another win I'm going to tell you all about, is when I went to In and Out yesterday. You'd make yourself the winner too. Thank the goodness I am not alone in this. I when I was telling the story, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't sound, I don't sound like a good person, but you know, it's all in fun. It's all in fun. Anyway, we went to In and Out Burger. For those of you who don't live in California or some of the states that now have In and Out, it's like our everyone wants In and Out. You fly in from a different state. There's one right by LAX. You have to get your In and Out. You have to make sure you eat your In and Out burger. It's a burger joint that only makes burgers, and they're we think the best burgers around. They have a beautiful spread on them. I think that makes the burger, but that spread has sugar in it. And so I decided yesterday when I went to In and Out, I got a double cheeseburger with raw onion wrapped in lettuce. So I skipped the bun and I skipped the spread. I had water to drink, which is huge because I believe that Coke, soda pop goes with hamburgers, period. I did not get French fries. I only had a couple of RJs. So I did really well with the In and Out test, and I still thought it tasted good, and I still enjoyed myself. So that was another win over the weekend of making good choices. Dawn says, have they had a mothers versus daughters? I don't think so. I don't think they've had a mothers versus daughters. They've had a mother-daughter. They've had pairs before. They've had mother-daughter pairs. But I don't know that they've ever had mothers versus daughters. That could get pretty wild, I think. That could get wild. Let's see. Anyone else have any questions about the weekend or have advice on this week as I'm approaching another week without sugar? I don't think I'm going to fast tomorrow. I've been fasting I have my last dinner like on Tuesday evening, and then I break the fast Wednesday. I'm not going to do that. See, Rachel had In and Out yesterday too. 3x1 protein style with raw onion, but I did keep the spread. That's all right. Baby steps, baby steps. Rachel is also going to try to cut some sugar down. I feel so much better without it. And Catherine lived, because she was a flight attendant, has been in and out of her many trips to the US. And so she knows In and Out, and they're usually by the airport. Well, LAX is right by the airport. Julie Jordan Scott. I missed our Zoom yesterday with Rhonda and Julie. And I'm sorry I did, but I had to spend it with RJ. Yes, it was beautiful. You know, Karen. You know exactly what it's like. You just enjoy every single moment. So I didn't do my live. I missed the Zoom, and I enjoyed every moment with RJ. And we made a beautiful, beautiful cup of coffee in the Bialetti right before she went to the airport. I swear to you, for some reason, it was the best cup of coffee I've ever had. I bought a bean grinder, an old-fashioned coffee bean grinder yesterday. I've been looking for one for a very long time, and I ground my own coffee beans yesterday, and I think that's why it tasted better. No way you made it to California, Julie. You're probably in Northern California, most likely, because that's where your family is, but you are in California, which means I hope I get to see you. I hope you plan me in your trip, but if not, I totally understand. Anyone have Culver's in your area? Good butter burgers. I have never in my life heard of Culver's. Do they put butter on the burgers, Noelle? Because I've never heard of Culver's. It's cool to be with RJ. It was the best in the West. Oh, so good. And we were talking about, speaking of butter burgers, and I'm asking if there's actually butter on the burger. We were talking about, does anyone know that comedian Nate? And his last name's B, like burger, blah, blah, blah. I don't know his last name, but he is so funny. And he did a skit on SNL, and they were talking about, he was George Washington in the boat, and he was talking about the English language because it's so, I'm going to use the word convoluted. It's so crazy, our language. And he was saying, someone said about hamburgers, and they said, oh, does that mean it's made out of hamburgers? No, not made out of hamburgers. So, toasted buttered buns. They are a Midwest chain. Okay, I think I would like to try a Culver's burger someday, 100%, because I think that should be on a list of dream list for me to have one of those. Noelle, on that note, have you ever had an In-N-Out burger? I don't know that you have, because I don't think you said you've ever been to California. So, Karen, my daughter is coming home from overseas for 2 weeks in March. They're going to be your best 2 weeks. I don't know if your daughter is like your sidekick, like mine is literally my sidekick. So, Rachel, I've heard of Culver's and Butterburgers. My son sends me TikToks all the time. It's how I stay relevant. So true. You know who sends me TikToks? My mom. Okay, I'm not even on TikTok, never have been in my entire life. So you've never been to California. That's what, of course, I knew. I think that In-N-Outs are starting to kind of trickle through. Catherine, I love hearing you describe time with your kids. It must be so cool. As you know, I'm not a parent except for Sid, and Sid is a dude. Crystal and Austin, my oldest, they also do not have children. And at this point have decided to not have children, but I have grand dogs, and I have a grand lizard, and I have bunnies. They love animals. So I think that people make choices, and it doesn't mean it's a good or bad. I support our children. They don't at this time want children. So they have talked, maybe 10 years from now, it could be a possibility to adopt a child, but they're not sure. Yeah, that's right. In-N-Out did make it to Texas. When I was there visiting my cousin, I saw that, and she's from California, so she was so happy that In-N-Out came to Texas. And here we have, this is Sparkle. This is Crystal Sparkle. And did you know Crystal, I have to tell you this because I don't think you know, both of our sons have people in their lives named Sparkle, and we call Dylan Sparkle Crystal Sparkle. And we did not steal it from you. Hopefully you know that, but it's a beautiful name. So, oh my gosh, Culver's is the devil because we have a Midwestern person right here. Spoil the pups and all the pets. Here is another person who, I don't know if you've chosen not to have children, but you have beautiful, beautiful kitty children. I agree with how crazy the world is. I'm not bringing kids into this world either. That's okay. Another person, I wonder if you're around my son's age. Crystal, my son is 30. I wonder how old you are. She is your bestie. I just put sardine. So I'm thinking of sardines. I just put the sadness of missing her out of my mind to cope with reality. That is true facts. I've been to, oh, you have. Why did I say? You've been to San Diego and Palm Springs, and I should actually know this, but you didn't have In-N-Out, which is crazy. I get that, Karen. I'm getting behind now. I'm getting behind. 4-1. Does that mean 41? Oh, you're 41. Oh my gosh, you look so young. Take that. Oh my gosh, I thought you were 30. Crystal, youngin. Oh my gosh, for 41, still young. Oh my gosh. Ability to be awesome. Yes, ability to be awesome is awesome and sparkling and wonderful. We made that choice at age 21. So you've been with Fox for 21 for a long time. If you made that choice at 21, that's amazing. Julie Jordan Scott, I was at a party this weekend and I said, if I had a baby, if I was a baby age, I don't know if you were of baby age, you don't know if you would have one, even though you would desperately want one. Yeah, because it's a little crazy right now, to say the least. Never regret it. We spoil our nephews. And that's what Dylan has said to me. He has also said he's going to be the cool uncle, but who's he going to be the cool uncle of if none of my kids have kids? I don't know. Oh my gosh, I think I saw Mike up here. Good morning, Mike. Pam, hi, Tracy. Been watching while I do other things. Oh, thank you so much. I am so excited, by the way. I'm really getting behind in my comments here, but I am so excited to make a video this week for Wednesday and share the Abby moments. And I hope people want to watch it, but she's going to be in my video a lot on Wednesday. I have no idea at all how I'm going to edit this. I'm going to remember Sparkle's name. Hi, Sparkle. Yes. Her name's Crystal Sparkle. I keep calling her Sparkle. Everyone's saying hello. Hope you're having a great week, though. So far, so good. I am a little sad. RJ left yesterday. You jumped in late. RJ, my youngest, flew in on Friday and surprised me. And you guys are going to, I don't know if you're going to like the video, but her best friend filmed the surprise. And to say that I am a little bit over the top is I was very dramatic. I was very dramatic in the meetup. I poor her ears. I was screaming so loud, her poor ears. I'm just so ready for 30 days of shorts to be over. So Crystal's been on she has a 31-day challenge of no fast food. So Crystal's been not having fast food all month, and been making shorts every day about that. I can't wait for your video. Always love them. Thank you so much. And I'm sure all of you on here have noticed that Catherine changed her channel name back to her name, and she changed a beautiful profile picture having her, I don't know if it's coffee or tea with your green. I love that. Heather, my girls are both going to the USA for school in fall. I miss them already. Okay, Heather's from Canada. Where in the USA are they coming? Probably the East Coast. I'm guessing the East Coast. So sorry. Wait. Oh, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Guess what? It's getting close to 30 minutes. I know I should do longer lives, but I usually am just going to go the 30 minutes, and I am going to have some breakfast. I only have had my water and chia. I did have a little bit of cold bacon, but I'm going to have my Bialetti coffee again and see if I can reduplicate how good it was that we made yesterday with RJ. Rachel, what a wonderful surprise visit. My son did that last year. I was confused at first too. I look like, when she walks in, like I look like a deer in the headlights. Like, this isn't supposed to be happening. It was the best. And I understand dropping everything to spend time with their babies. I want to know more about Rachel. She is just a teeny bit younger than me. I'm 55. I think you're 50 or 51. And obviously must have older children like me, and I'm just now getting to know you. So you're sipping on your warm lemon water like your mom does. I learned that already. This is every Tuesday. No, no. Okay. So this is what happened, Crystal. Since RJ was here visiting, she left yesterday evening. So I wanted to spend every moment with her. So I canceled my Monday lives because I'm still going to be doing Monday lives at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I'm going to be doing Wednesdays, which I call wacky, wonderful, weird, any kind of W word Wednesday, because it's like whatever. It should be called it whatever Wednesday, to do whatever I want. And then on Fridays, oh, it's a email from my grandma that just popped up. I got to check that. So Fridays, I do a check-in video of where I am on this no sugar situation. Oh, Idaho. They're going to be in Idaho, but you know what? I know they're not going to be up by Abby because she's up by Canada. Maybe they're going to be up there. Everyone seems to go to Boise and like mid Idaho, it seems like. Ability to be Austin. I often have lunch at 11:32 because I have breakfast at 6 or 6:30. Wow, that's early. So Crystal just working at 12 because everyone else is at lunch. I just avoid busy time for work. Okay. Oh, I'm turning 50 this year. Okay, sorry, I overdid you. So that's what you're saying. You're turning 50 this year. You have one son and he's in his last year of college. Oh my gosh. Wow. Did Rich know? Rich did not know. And we videotaped his interaction as well. Polar opposite reactions from father and mother. In fact, we were driving home from the airport yesterday. He's like, gosh, I wish I would have been a little more like you. I said, screaming your head off? That would have been weird. He's like, no, but I could have been like, wow, that's so cool. Wow. But he was more like kind of quiet and reflective and very hugging onto her. And also, he cried. But I cried too. I screamed and I cried, but I don't know. It's just so opposite. So if you watch my video Wednesday, you'll see our different reactions. I'm going to pull those in and some of her shenanigans. If any of you don't know RJ from the past videos, when she used to be on my channel all the time, she is a character. She's just like her dad. That's why we call her RJ, Rich Jr., because she's just like her dad. They make me laugh. Rich makes me laugh every single day. And Abby, when she was living here, made me laugh like crazy. And laughing keeps you younger. So I loved that. So your family is so sweet. Thank you, Crystal. All right, guys, I am going to sign off. I hope you come back Wednesday to see whatever Wednesday. And thank you for being here. And I do love you.